Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Akil, and I managed to finish watching One Piece season 9, guys. I know it's been some time since I talked about One Piece, but I'm back. Here we are, and Enies guys. Wow. Is it the best? No, and I'll explain why that is. So, for those of you who don't know, guys, I've been going through the One Piece seasons. I started early last year, 2021, and now we're in 2022. And even though been a little bit slower because of, you know, what I've been doing outside of YouTube and stuff like that, I still have time to watch things. It's just not as much because last 2 years I was at home. Now I'm actually going to uni and doing classes, so that's that. But anyway, in terms of the review, what can I say about the season? I mean, once again, One Piece absolutely delivered, but I don't think it's the best season. I don't. There are some issues I have with it that really piss me off, that hold it back from being, something like Water 7, which is a 9 out of 10 season in my opinion. I thought that was fan freaking tastic. And next is the thriller bark or whatever it's called. Yeah, but some thriller something. And apparently that's really good according to my friend. So there's that. And I believe that's when Brooke comes in, so there's that. But anyway, this season was pretty damn good. So basically, this season involves around them, and pretty much picks up right where season 8 left off. And I like how they do that. It's like they read directly into the next season, but the way the season ended off actually did not lead into the next season. I mean, I didn't. I always skip past the epilogue or what happens in the next episode if you will, so I don't get spoiled. But anyway, this season and just ended off like it didn't start with some crazy thing like a ship falling down from the sky unexpectedly at the end of season 5, I believe. So there's that. And yeah, but this season pretty much just ended off normally, which was kind of surprising for One Piece. But it started off with a bang, and once they get to Anisuabi, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. And I really like what they did with the actual fights. This season had some really amazing fights. Like Luffy had some badass fights. There was also a fight in this season that I won't spoil if you haven't seen it, but was absolutely mind blowing to see. Like, I didn't think they would do those two characters having a fight. Like, pretty early on because we are still in the, I mean, I'm still in the 300s, and like the show's like up to episode 1000 and something, so there's that. But in terms of the fights this season, they were great. So that brings me into the positives because right off the bat the action is great. I mean, I just said the fights were great, right? So there's that. The characters too, I actually did like. Even the villain characters as well, the villains I should say, they were great. But once again, they don't touch Cobra. Not Cobra. Crocodile. Crocodile is still the best villain in the entire season. Show, and I just really respect him. And Oolong and Buggy is up there too, and someone else which I don't want to talk about now because we're definitely going to see more of him in the future. That's for sure. So there's that. But this season had some great fights. The villains were also pretty good too, but they're just not as impactful as someone like Crocodile was, maybe Arlong was, or even someone like Buggy is, because Buggy is actually popping up quite frequently now. So there's that. Not as much, but quite frequently. So there's that. But yeah, so the villains were great. Or should I say the characters were great, the action was great, the characters were great. And one final thing before I talk about negatives, because like I said, this is not as good as season 8 in my opinion. In terms of positives, one final thing I want to say is that I did like how the season turned out. Like, I did like the outcome of it, and I did like how satisfying it all was and how truly unique it felt, because this was probably the most unique season, because not only did it focus on Robin, not only did he have some crazy fights, not only did it have an 11 episode filler arc at the end and end of novel, but it also had a very emotional core to it, which I was quite surprised by. I mean, I didn't cry, but if you cried, then I mean, I can't fault you for that, because there is a sad moment that happens in this season involving something going away, and I wouldn't spoil what that is. So there's that. Now, negatives. Here we go. Why was there filler episodes in this season that was so unnecessary? Even the last episode too, Chopper Man. Like, what was that? Why was this in the show? In between fight scenes. Like, it was so dumb. Like, not in between fight scenes, but like just it was so dumb. Like, out of nowhere it just happened. And then, speaking of in between fight scenes actually. There were so many dragged out like episodes in this season where it would just show the same shot over and over again and then to be continued. Same shot over and over again to be continued. Like it would be so it would be so dumb in my opinion. It was so dumb. I didn't like that. I thought it was very bad. And overall, I just found that they could have done a better job with this show in terms of that regard. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed season 9. By the way, if you could hear some talking background, I apologize. But anyway, it was great. It was a great season. I do think it's a tad bit better than season 6, which I also really enjoyed. But that got gradually better. This one had some great moments, but there were some moments that just really annoyed me, like those filler episodes. The filler arc at the end, I mean, I don't even know if it's filler. I guess it is, maybe. I haven't actually looked into it, but regardless, still, I thought it was quite good. It was quite interesting. And there was one thing about it that pissed me off, just because, like, I don't like how the crew treats Luffy in that regard. I don't know why. I just felt something like that. That just kind of pissed me off. I don't know why. Like, I actually felt kind of mad and angry. It's like, come on, guys. You guys are a team here. Like, they still care for each other. Like, when Luffy gets hurt, Nami's like, Luffy, no, or whatever. But literally, when it comes to other stuff, they just treat him like crap. It's funny, yes, but after a while, it's like, come on, guys, you guys are on the same page here. This is a bit overboard here. But overall, guys, One Piece Season 9, fantastic. One of my favorite seasons of the show. I would definitely put it above Season 1 and Season 6. And this is now my third favorite season of the show. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to give One Piece Season 9 an 8 out of 10. It's really good, guys. Can't wait for Season 10. 45 episodes. Here we go, guys, whenever that happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name's Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.